Uni on the Hunt for the Lost Horn just dropped, so I'm going to have a look at it and kind of do a DM guide, I guess. So this adventure involves the people from the cartoon of the 80s, which I did watch as a kid, but we're not all my age, are we? It talks about how these children were taken into the D&D world, introduced to a little squat fat bald guy, not me, called the Dungeon Master, and ultimately Venger was the big bad. But here, Kellic, who works for Venger, Kellic is a spellcaster, and he's come along and nicked a unicorn's horn. A young unicorn, which is now kind of adolescent, as all these gang are, from the cartoon. And so, setting the adventure, it says it can take place in any woodland where magic and monsters are rife. Presumably, in and of itself, it's a one-shot, but, you know, you can drop this into your ongoing sessions. It specifies here that in the Forgotten Realms, it's Harbin Wester from Phandalin, who was like, you know, from the starter set 2014, from the Essentials kit, from Phandelver and Below. So, is this kind of a sequel or continuation to Phandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk? Now, it does specify that Harlin hopes the unicorn will return to Phandalin to cure his ailing cousins who fell under a strange curse after venturing into the old mines. Are these the mines at the end of Shattered Obelisk? I don't know. Anyway. So Uni the unicorn, grown up. Uni's horn has been taken and Kellic hopped through a portal, intent on using the horn to fuel a ritual. Then the characters follow Kellic into a demi-plane inside Venger's crystal ball. Right, so you're walking through the woods, a puff of colourful smoke comes out of the trees, and there's a sprite with a little acorn hat saying, "Quickly, the unicorn is in danger. Come and help." So, a sprite being a tiny fair AC 15, 40 feet flying speed and 10 average hit points. I mean, you're not going to get into a fight with it, but then again, maybe some players will just attack it. It does a needle sword, +6 to do 6 average piercing. It can charm you with its bow. It can know your emotions and alignment, and it can cast invisibility on itself. Clever girl. Woodland pool. When the characters follow Willowbrush, they emerge into a clearing where there's a waterfall coming into a pool. Right, so here we are, start. And then look at this, I've never seen this before. Uni's obviously you, and then surrounded by bullywugs, and then there's a portal up the northeast over here, and I've got puffballs. It says that it's difficult terrain passing through these trees and bushes. Any creature that goes through the portal is transported to the next part of the game. Puffball mushrooms, when they're reduced to 0, they puff sickening spores in a 10-foot emanation. Emanation being a little bit of a new word for area of effect. And basically saying that it emanates from a certain point rather than goes in front or behind. It's just like you are the centre, or it is the centre. And it's a DC 10 con save, or you have the poisoned condition. Disadvantage on attacks and ability checks, as you would expect. Now, as a study action, any character who examines the mushrooms knows what they can do. They blow up. So study action, like an investigation check, I guess. You make an intelligence check to study your memory, a bug clue, anything. That's now a study action. So they see these bullywugs all over because they're being shot at by the fae sprites. And you see Uni in a net. The stump of a horn protrudes from its brow, but no horn. High above the pool, a third goblinoid bellows orders from a rocky bluff, ordering the bullywugs. A glowing portal floats in the air beside the goblinoid. Right, Uni is restrained in the net. We've got 2 sprites, a bugbear warrior named Grump, and 10 bullywug warriors. This adventure, I didn't mention, is for 4th level. I like that. It's not 1, not 3, 4. I'm on board with that. You've got your little character coming on, enough to do, different choices to use. I'm impressed. It says to give Uni the warhorse stat block, and she can try and athletics out of the net. Hopefully the players will want to go over and help her. So the sprites target the puffball mushrooms to explode them without characters around and apologise to any characters affected by the puffball. The bugbear orders the bullywugs to attack the character. So Grump the bugbear wants to take Uni's body and use her as a pack horse. So once Uni's free, Grump realises the plans are over, and then you can convince Grump to sod off and take all his bullywugs with him, and you can make an influence check, being a charisma based check, either persuade or intimidate kind of vibes. DC 12, not that difficult. Deception, you can trick him. If the characters defeat 8 or more bullywugs, Grump surrenders and begs for mercy. So the bugbear reveals that Kellic used a book to find the nearby portal, and the book includes instructions on using Uni's horn to cast ritually a wish spell inside the demiplane to which the portal leads. So each bullywug has some crappy jewellery and a little bit of coin, but Grump carries 50 gold, decent. And then the sprites can offer 2 potions of healing. Obviously, you are free to give them 5 potions of healing. You do whatever you want. You don't have to give them potions at all, or you give them something completely different. Depends how experienced a DM you are, but this might be your very, very, very first time running something. So there's a slight sprite roleplay moment here. Willowbrush and Nock say, oh yeah, we know Uni, we're friends, and we're distraught that the horn's been taken. We heard Uni was crying out in distress. We rushed to help and we saw a white-bearded spellcaster called Kellic hit her on the head with a walking stick. This is a magical walking stick, what manages to get the horn off. And then it ran away through this portal. Then the bullywugs and bugbear who were with Kellic started trying to get Uni in the net. So we're pretty sure the horn will reattach to her if we bring it back. Kellic's got a walking stick that's imbued with a one-use, how would they know, magical ability to drain Uni's magic and temporarily detach her horn from her body. If the severed horn is brought within 5 feet of Uni, it reattaches. Where did Kellic go? Through the portal. Who is he? He serves a wizard named Venger, who calls himself the Force of Evil. Now, I thought we were getting a Venger-based module, but has it been boiled down to just this, or is this a teaser? We know that the Dragon Anthology adventures are coming out next year. We shall keep our fingers crossed, but hopefully this is just to get Venger's name out there. Anyway, entering the portal, the sprites come with you. And then we arrive inside Venger's crystal ball. So Venger created this demiplane and also a tome that includes cryptic directions to a portal entrance, as well as fake instructions, on using a unicorn horn to cast wish inside there. Venger left the book for Kellic to find, curious whether he would try and betray Venger. It's all a test of loyalty, and Kellic is failing. So, it's cool in here, it's cool mist. You are in a crystal globe, yep. The walls are made of thorn bushes. They can restrain you, scratch you. And let's look at the map. So, K for Kellic, W might become clear. Right, where do we start? We start through this portal, boom, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, so does A track bring you to A and B comes you to B? Alright, let's see what it says. So, you appear in a chamber, enclosed by a thick wall of thorns, cold mist in the air, curved, you're inside the dome, curved barrier. The portal remains open and you can go back to the woodland pool anytime you like. Walking forward, the misty clearing with 3 more passages leading off. A sleek puppy with a lolling tongue, a runny nose and nervous eyes bounds into view. This is Nosy, the blink dog. So blink dog's AC 13, again speed 40 feet. They speak blink dog and Sylvan. Well, they understand Sylvan. The dog can also teleport. Right. Bullywugs also captured Nosy and were bringing him for a gift. So he sneezes every so often, and when he sneezes, he accidentally teleports. It's quite cute, I guess. He sneezed himself free through a hole in a sack. That's cool. So have Nosy mime his capture and escape for fun. And then they hear Bullywug warriors approaching. I don't know if I am aware of Bullywug warriors. I know Bullywugs. AC 15, 11 average health. Yeah, they speak Bullywug, but they also speak common in a frog kind of a way. What have we got here? Well, whatever you think. Insectile Rapier, +4 for 6 piercing, plus the 2 poison damage if your characters take the poison damage. Bonus action can jump far. Good for repositioning. So the characters overhear this exchange. I told you giving the dog to the king was a stupid idea. I know. Blighted thing sneezed itself right out of the bag. Yep. Okay, so if your mime didn't come across to the players, there's the exposition needed to face that problem. So Nosy will sneeze out of the way, out of harm's reach, and then if the Bullywugs see them, it runs to alert King Gurgle. Of course they do. Otherwise, the Bullywugs continue searching for Nosy. C3. 4 toad-like bipeds chase a puppy. 4 additional Bullywug warriors, additional ones. Again, characters are expected to take them out. C4. A round tent made from animal skins is pitched on the crystal floor. A cooking pot bubbles over a campfire. So there's King Gurgle, a Bullywug bog sage. I definitely have not come across one of those. AC 16, 52 average. I always do full health. That's an average of this. So I'd do that maths. That's what I would be using because I want the players to be on full health. But that's just me. Do it your way. I'm just saying. I like to have everyone have their chance to do their moves, and so they need to stay alive. And the players always bloody win anyway. So 2 putrid staff attacks, +5, boom, 10 poison, 10 poison. Oh, 7 bludgeoning each. So, yeah, you might not, depends if they take poison, that's what I find. Sorcerer, he can cast Dancing Light, Spray of Sickness is pretty good. Vitriolic Sphere, 10d4 acid and another 5d4 acid at the end of its next turn. Oof, that's why they're level 4, I guess. Nice. Grouch is another bugbear. He's a bugbear warrior. AC 14, 33 average. It says what he's got. That's good. Gear, 3 light hammers. Smart. I like that. Unarmed strike, +4, 6 bludgeoning. See, I just do average. I just tell the players the average damage every time. I go through phases of not bothering to roll because I just want to see them play the game, and that's my attempt at speeding up combat and also getting decent damage. Using the average, I think, is the best way to go about that. It grapples you, but then that means you can't attack again. His light hammer can be thrown or hit melee-wise, 9 bludgeoning. So 2 dudes, a 10. If they've been warned that the characters are here, they'll be kind of ready for a fight. Otherwise, the king is indifferent to the characters. So the king moans and says, I'll take this unicorn as a payment, horn or no horn, if your master doesn't hurry up. Oh, Kellic knows what he's doing, says the bugbear. You can make another influence check and convince King Gurgle to turn against Kellic however you wish. He carries 130 GP worth of treasure. C5, the ritual space. The crystal floor of this wide chamber is covered in mosaic of stars, moons and suns. Right, Kellic's in the middle, holding the horn in one hand, a book in another. 4 enormous wolf-like beasts, wargs, are basically backing up Kellic. Pathetic worms, the horn is mine, and none shall stand in my way of my destiny. Beasts, destroy them. Right, wargs. Giving me flashbacks to Baldur's Gate 3. AC 13. Well, 44 full health, I can do that math. 50 foot speed, okay. They don't speak common, they speak goblin and, well, warg. They bite for +5, 7 piercing, and the next roll against the target has advantage. A human mage, that must be Kellic, right? Counter spell, I noticed straight away. Shield, right, you can cast shield and up his AC, which generally is a 15, but this is a reaction. If they hit him, don't forget to try and use your reaction of shield, which puts his AC up by 5. Just for that time. Fireball, lovely stuff. Cone of Cold, I like that suggestion, yeah, sure. So is counterspell different now? It's a reaction. So when one of your players tries to cast a spell, you attempt to interrupt a creature doing a spell. The creature makes a con save. On a fail, the spell dissipates with no effect, and the action, bonus action, or reaction is wasted and used. But if the spell was cast with a spell slot, the slot isn't expended. If 2 wargs are defeated or Kellic takes damage, Kellic joins the battle. He has 40 temporary hit points because of the horn. When Kellic goes down to 25 hit points, or on the 4th round, initiative 0, Venger appears. What? A colossal fiendish fate, yeah, Venger. Scaly wings, Kellic, you fool! You thought to supplant me. The ritual was never going to work. You've been in my crystal ball this whole time. Right, they don't realise. You failed my test of loyalty and blah 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 blah. Kellic gasps and clutches the staff. Venger has no further need for the demiplane, which begins to crumble into an icy mist. The horn lands at the feet of a random character. You can just pick it up. Kellic falls into a cloud of mist and disappears, and the same thing happens to the wargs. It takes 1 minute for the demiplane to vanish, and creatures inside it can use the portal to escape. Any creature that doesn't escape in time takes 3d6 force damage and is teleported back to the woodland pool. Kellic's treasure also appears, but no sign of the Kellic or the beasts. The jewelled walking stick is worth 1,000 gold pieces. He also carries Venger's ritual book, which is worthless. Once they return through the portal to the woods, the characters reunite with Uni, Willowbrush and Nock. Nosy the puppy also appears. Wow, this is, yeah, properly children's TV programme. And if the characters ask for a reward, the sprites give them a treasure map. Blooded is having half hit points remaining. Emanation is area of effect. Friendly is an attitude, hostile attitude, indifferent attitude, yep. Influence is the checks to influence people. Invisible. Potion of healing. As a bonus action, you can drink a potion of healing. 2d4 plus 2 hit points. Study is like investigation checks of old. Teleportation never provokes opportunity attacks. Unarmed strike is you make an attack roll against a target. Your bonus to the roll equals your strength modifier plus your proficiency bonus. On a hit, the target takes bludgeoning damage equal to 1 plus your strength modifier. Grapple, shove, utilise. Okay, the new layouts. Blink Dog, its initiative is +3. Yeah, this is tidy. Bugbear Warrior, Bullywug Warrior, Mage. I would like, right, the spells to do what apparently they did in older editions and have a little bit of text next to it saying Fireball is just like a fiery attack, area of fire. Suggestion, just to sort of... So when I'm looking through 8 spells, I can see, oh, this is an attack spell. Mending, that's just like fixes 2 broken items. Oh, well, do you know what I mean? Just a quick way of seeing what all the spells do. Warhorse, Bullywugs. Okay, so this is what's meant to entice us Gen Xers. All the characters grown up. Bobby, Thunderous Great Club, +7, 1d8 plus... This is too small. +5 bludgeoning, 1d8 plus 5 bludgeoning plus 1d8 thunder or 3d8 thunder. Two-handed mastery and can push the target. His great axe, 1d12 plus 5, can cleave, and the hand axe mastery is Vex. His equipment, yes. Skills, coins, he's got a little bit of gold on him. As a human, you gain heroic inspiration whenever you finish a long rest. What? So heroic inspiration is the new version of inspiration. You can re-roll any die immediately after rolling something poor. So heavy weapon mastery. As part of an attack on your turn, you can cause the weapon to deal extra damage. Immediately after you score a crit, you can make one attack with the same weapon as a bonus action. Okay, Rage. Vex, I couldn't remember what that was. You deal damage to a creature and you have advantage on your next roll. Oh, that's nice. The Thunderous Great Club, as a magic action, you know, spells and stuff. Clap of Thunder, or Earthquake. A 50-foot radius circle centred on the point of impact. 50 bludgeoning damage. Alright, no damage roll, just for 50, right? Who's that? Diana? Yep, remember her. Quarterstaff of the Acrobat has Topple and has some daggers to throw. Wait, does everyone just... Oh, as a human gets... Are they all going to just get that? Heroic inspiration. Anyway, whatever. Martial arts. Unarmed strike is a bonus action. Flurry of blows. Bonus action. +2 bonus to attack rolls and damage rolls made with the quarterstaff. You can alter its form, turning it into a small rod. Attack deflection. When you are hit by an attack while holding the weapon, you can take a reaction to twirl the weapon around you, gaining a +5 to your AC, potentially causing people to miss you. That's another shield, isn't it? Eric, I remember Eric as well. He's got Sap, Nick and Push for his weapons. His gear, human, tough. Weapon mastery, yep. Basic Sap gives disadvantage on its next attack. Shield of the Cavalier, +2 shield. Forceful Bash. Apply your proficiency bonus and strength mod to the attack roll. 2d6 +2 damage force. Protective Field. As a reaction, nothing can pass in or out of the emanation. Hank, I don't remember Hank. Vex and Slow. Energy Bow. The Alert feat, nice. Archery and Tough. Cure Wounds. 2d8. Hunter's Mark. Can deal an extra 1d6 force damage to whoever you have marked. Weapon Mastery. Deft Explorer. Energy Bow. +1 to attacks and damage. Energy Ladder. Arrow of Transport. Arrow of Restraint. Nico. Nope, not a clue. She doesn't have weapon mastery. It doesn't appear. She's a human, healer, tough. Guidance light, sacred flame. Yep, nice. My kind of cleric. Her mace has 6 charges and you can expend it to do summon celestials. Nice. Presto. Vaguely remember. Hat of many spells. Okay, Spell Sniper, tough. Firebolt, Ray of Frost. Burning Hands, yeah. Magic Missile, Shield Sleep, Thunderwave. Don't mind if I do. Scorching Ray, Ritual Adept, Potent Cantrip. Hat of many spells. While holding the hat, any spell you cast using the hat gains a special somatic component. Make an Arcana check, and then you can cast any spell on here. D100 table. That's nice. Sheila, not a clue. Lucky. I thought they might have got rid of Lucky, but no, evidently not. Thieves can't. Steady aim. Cloak of invisibility. You're invisible for an hour if you put the hood up. Aid. Bless. Blindness. Yeah, okay. Nice. Nicey nice. So these are just all the spells. I am still a bit salty from not having my PHB arrive when I ordered it months ago. Celestial Spirit. AC 11. 40 health plus 10 for each spell level above 5. The spirit makes a number of attacks equal to half this spell's level round down. Thaumaturgy, what's at the end? Just nothing. But the credits. Hey, what do you think of that?